Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj, and today I will be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for the NFL Week 10 early games. Now, if you're new to my show, what I do is I take my free picks from YouTube from my favorite sports handicappers. They're free picks, not their Patreon picks, not paid. These are free picks from YouTube. I'll put the links in the description. And I place their picks side by side on which team they are taking. Therefore, you can take a look at, if you're on the fence and you want to tail or fade a certain capper, you can take a look at what my favorite handicappers are taking. Last week, I did all right. A lot of green there. I went 6-3 on my videos. Oh, it was a bad one on the more early games. I lost 2 of those at Seattle. They blew it, and I don't know why, but I picked the Colts. That was a mistake. But anyway, the third loss I had, Tampa Bay. Did they just forget how to play football? I don't know. But anyway, 6-3 still. A lot of green, still not bad. It came out plus money overall. So here we go. Let's get into this. We're going to start off with the Thursday night game. That's tomorrow. We have the Indianapolis Colts, 5-3 on the season, taking on the Tennessee Titans, 6-2 on the season. The Colts are the underdog here at plus 110. You can get 2 points. It'll drop it to a minus 110. These odds are from Bovada, and they are from, today's the 11th, this morning, Wednesday the 11th. Okay, so here we go. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern Time, Colts, Titans. We are going to start with the Titans. How many? I have 6 cappers today. Just how it worked out today. You know, I have a regular full-time job, so I do have other priorities before YouTube videos. So, anyway, here we go. Taking the Titans, we've got Big Ryan the Fat Guy. I'm going to write Fat Guy. Big Ryan's the host, Fat Guy. And statistician. Yeah. Big Rye, I noticed he throws out the stats. He does all the computer stats like betting trends, like team. I noticed today they do like the team's most bet, and the team's most bet against. Like he does a lot of the. He'll tell you a lot of the popular picks and unpopular picks. That's what Big Rye does. Fat Guy, he's the one that actually puts his stamp on it and says which way he's going to go. He'll tell you if it's a pass, or he'll tell you if he's going to do a real life bet on it, but he does make a pick for every game. He'll tell you if it's worth a bet or not. Okay? So, yeah, Big Ryan the Fat Guy. I'm just going to go out and say they are my favorite NFL handicappers at this point. There's a lot of good ones. I like, Touchdown Kingdom. He's on this. Sport Expert 101. He's on here. I like a lot of handicappers, and a lot of them are good. To be on this show, you got to be decent. I'm not going to just throw a coin flipping guy, or I like the colors of the Patriots, so I'm going to take I like when they're the guys like Fat Guy. He uses a lot of gambling terms, and he does his show early. I can't say enough good things about Big Brian the Fat Guy. Definitely check them out. Subscribe to their channel. They have a live stream they do on Tuesday mornings. I try to attend that if I have the chance at work. Okay. Also taking the Titans, like I said, Touchdown Kingdom. Touchdown Kingdom, his name is Richie. He's actually a Jets fan. He has another channel called Jets Media, and he does this AFC East roundtable talk show with Dan Mitchell from the Buffalo Bills, TD Finns fan or something from the Dolphins, and Master at work. He represents the Patriots. Anyway, Touchdown Kingdom also gives the scores, and he's thinking this is going to be the Colts 14, Titans 21, so he's got Tennessee winning by a touchdown. Sport Expert 101, mentioned him. Sport Expert also does the scores. He is a Browns fan. He's saying 23 for the Colts, 24 for the Titans. Got him winning by 4. Riz from the Goat House. The Goat House is like three or 4 guys that do they do their like live stream, all 4 of them split screen camera on Monday night, I think. But then Riz puts his score prediction score out on Tuesday night or Wednesday. I don't know if it was last night or today I got it, but anyway, he's scoring this, where was it? Oh, very similar to Sport Expert, 24-27 in favor, look at that, in favor of Tennessee. Now the Titans are coming off that win against the Bears, 17-24. And the Colts, you know, as I said, they're coming off that loss to Baltimore. I don't know why I took them, but 24-10 they lost. They're coming off that loss. And finally, to round this out, not finally, there's 2 more actually. JT Dangerously and the Dangerous Alliance. For like weeks, I thought he kept saying Dangerous Lions. His club, the Dangerous Lions, but it's not Lions. It's his club, the Dangerous Alliance. And they are too sweet. He is trying to continue his winning ways. He's so far been 10 weeks of more wins than losses. He had a couple close ones though, so it's not like he doesn't say if they're against the spread picks. I put him on here as against spread picks. I think he's pretty much just taking pick'em picks and like money line, and for the most part he takes the favorites. He does occasionally take an underdog here or there, but anyway, JT Dangerously, I just like the guy. He's entertaining to watch, and yeah. So anyway, JT Dangerously siding with the Titans. Finally, to round this out, we have a guy new as of last week. He's a Raiders fan, Smokeman Joe. Smokeman Joe keeps it real. He gives a quick prediction and reasoning why he predicts every single game, and on top of that, he'll give you his 4 best money picks, like for gambling, his 4 best picks for betting. And last week, or I think he's perfect with the money bet. I don't know, because I just started watching Smokeman Joe last week. But I know last week, perfect, 4-0 on all his money picks, and those are against the spread. He says it. So we have a full capper consensus. My daughter's up in bed already. It's late. But a full capper consensus is when all the cappers, I'm not going to do the dance. I'm not in the mood tonight. But all right, I'll do a quick one. Full capper consensus, throwing pearls. A full capper consensus is when all the handicappers that I picked the same side. In this case, all of them are taking Tennessee Titans to cover the 2-point spread over the Indianapolis Colts. It's full out. So I guess I have to, I mean, I have in the past, but I'm going to go with that. They're playing at home. The Colts do have a great defense, but, you know, Henry is a beast, and they're going to just keep running that clock down, just running the ball down the throat, maybe throw a couple passes to, you know, was it Brown and Jonnu, tight end there. I really don't know, but I know the Titans are going to get it done. Phillip Rivers, the Colts will score. We'll say 21 to 24. Yeah, that's a safe bet. Winning by 3, therefore covering. And I have no room here, but I was right across everybody. There you go. So, and that is 45. That stayed under the 48.5. There you go. I can stand up finally. Whew. Old man, my knees aren't what they used to be. Boom. Moving on. Next, we're going to take a look at, we'll go to, yuck. No, I'm going to save that one. We'll do the Jaguars, Jacksonville Jaguars, coming in and taking on the Green Bay Packers. These are both Sunday at 1 o'clock, so it doesn't matter which order I go in. The Jaguars, oh man, they have their new rookie quarterback coming in for Minshew. Lifton, I think his name was. But I know his second pass as a professional quarterback, he scored a big touchdown, DJ Shark. I watched that on Red Zone, and I was like, wow, this kid's got something. But they ended up losing that close game against Texans. Then what they lost by like 2 points, 20. I wrote it down. Hold on. 27 to 25. Yeah. So they did cover. Here they're going into Green Bay. Green Bay is coming off that massive win last Thursday against the 49ers, 34 to 17. Green Bay, you know, playing at home. They are owned by Green Bay, Wisconsin, so they're like a public team. Whew. And look at that favorite. Their favorite, by these odds are from Bovada, like I told you from this morning. Minus 1,000 favorite for the Green Bay Packers at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars, 1-7. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are the underdog plus 600. If they can miraculously beat Green Bay, 600. Or plus 13 points. As high as 14 points, depending on, you know, that line has walked a little bit. So you can get, I mean, I saw it on Bovada at 13, but Fat Guy, he saw it at 14, 2 touchdowns. So let's see what we got going on. The over-under set at 51.5. Okay. Taking the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fat Guy, like I said, he had them at plus 14. He's taking them. And his reasoning is, you know, Green Bay, they should win, but by 2 touchdowns against a professional football team, that he's like, you know, yeah, I mean, the Jets, and I know the Jaguars are 1-7, but they did keep it really close last week against Houston. But anyway, Fat Guy, he's thinking the Jags will keep it within that 14 points, 13 points. That's what it's at now. Taking Green Bay, we've got Touchdown Kingdom. Richie is saying that the score is going to be Jacksonville 17, Green Bay 34. Isn't that what... That was the score of last week's game. Richie, come on. That's how, that was a score. Coincidentally, that's how much Green Bay beat the 49ers last Thursday. 17-34. Reggie. Riz from the Goat House. He's over here. He thinks Green Bay's going to win, but he thinks, just like Fat Guy, it's not going to be within that 13. It's going to be, he's got to win by 10. 24-34 in favor of Green Bay. Then, JT Dangerously is taking Green Bay. And then Sport Expert 101. He's also taking Green Bay. Sport X. He's saying the score is going to be 23 for the Jags, 35 for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. And finally, Smoke Man Joe, is he going to tie this? No, he's not. He's taken. This is one of his big money plays. I told you he takes 4 big money plays, or 4 money picks. This is one of his 4 money picks for Smoke Man Joe. He even throws in a score, which he doesn't do. He usually says, but he wasn't pinpoint an exact score, but he says he thinks it's going to be something like 14-31. He's very confident with this pick in Green Bay to cover that 13 points. So there you have it. We have 4 handicappers going with the Packers to cover that 13. 2 taking the Jags to stay not on the money line, of course, but to stay within 13 or 14 points. I too am in agreement with Fat Guy and Riz. I think the Jags will lose, but I think they should be able to keep it in within 13 points. I got Green Bay also winning by something like by 10. I'll call it, I think even maybe less. I'm going to say 17-24. 17-24. Yep, and that will I don't know, man. Maybe it should even go higher. The over-under set at 51.5. But, man, that's a tough one. I don't think the Jags are going to throw up that many points on Green Bay. Maybe, that's good. That's good. I'm good with that. Yeah, 17-24. So it's going to be under. Whatever. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Moving on. We've got, finally, the NFC East showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Football Giants. The NFC East is still up for grabs. NFC least, because they are the least winning division in football. We've got the Eagles coming in the top of the division with a record of 3 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. And they're in the lead, they're top of their division. The Giants come in 2-7. Now, if they beat the Eagles here, they can jump right into the lead. How is that? Yeah, that's the record. It's 2-7, 3-4-1. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this is a funny game. Carson Wentz's Eagles, they're the favorites at minus, hey bud, 175. They have to cover 3.5 points that have dropped to a minus 105. Giants, underdogs at plus 155. You can get that plus 3.5 points. It'll drop to a minus 115. The over-under is set at 44.5. Either way, it's minus 110. Okay. Taking the fly, Eagles fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles fly. I don't know any other words. Eagles are coming off a bye, so they're well rested. We got the fat guy and Big Rye. They're taking the Eagles. By the way, I made in March, I made a futures pick for the Eagles to win the NFC East this year. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the bet's already made, but yeah, we'll see how it pans out. I did the same thing for the Jets. That's not happening. But anyway, the Giants. They're coming off that win against Washington, where they performed fairly well against Washington. I mean, they messed up what's his name's ankle there, so now they got Alex Smith as the quarterback for Washington. But yeah, the Giants they had a good game. Touchdown Kingdom, he thinks they're gonna win outright, and they're getting 3.5 points. So I'm gonna write the score down, but he's gonna, if he's a gambler, he's gonna take a money line because he's got him winning 21-24 in favor of the Giants. Then we have Riz. Now Riz has taken the Eagles to barely cover. He's got them winning by 4. The spread is 3.5. So he's got them winning 27-23. That's over. That's 50 points. So that's Riz from the Goat House. Sports Expert 101. He's predicting the score to be 27-28 in favor of the Giants. Once again, money line it. Doesn't even need those 3.5 points. JT Dangerously. He's got the Eagles winning and hopefully covering, because even though he doesn't say it, I'm putting it. Whatever. It's too easy to just pick favorites. I mean, that's how I gamble Japanese baseball. I have my kind of South Korean baseball too, but I do have my favorite teams. I like the Fukuoka Hawks and the Hiroshima Carp in Japanese baseball. But usually I do I pick those two teams. Then there's others like the Swallows and the Ham Fighters, but for the most part, I take the favorites. No spread, just pick the negative numbers all the way down on a parlay, and it doesn't always pan out, and I don't throw a lot on it, throw maybe $5-10 on it, but if it does pay out, that's a plus 40 or $50, depending on, Anyway, that's how much of a degenerate I am. I like to wake up to money, wake up to winnings. And that Japanese and South Korean baseball, they go off wicked early in the morning. I actually wake up and I didn't win yet. I go to work. By morning break, I find out usually if I've won. Soccer, Asian soccer though, those ones, I wake up a winner. Because those games go off like 1, 2 in the morning. Anyway, where was I? GT Dangerously, taking the Eagles. Finally, the last guy, Smokeman Joe. He is also siding with the Eagles to get the victory and cover 3.5 points in this game. So we've got 4 cappers, 2-2 in favor of the Philadelphia Eagles. Now this one, folks, this one is a tough one. I flip-flopped plenty of times. The Giants did win me some money last week. Early in the season, I was trashing Daniel Jones. I was not, but his gameplay, he's been stepping up. He's been playing a lot better, I've noticed. I just picked up Darius Slayton in fantasy. Who'd I drop for him? Because I got a couple receivers on a bye this week, and I had to drop somebody. I forgot, but I dropped Adrian Peterson from Detroit. I dropped Adrian Peterson because I have like 3 other beasts. Oh, Nick Chubb's coming back, so I dropped Adrian Peterson because Nick Chubb's back. So I don't need a running back. I got like 2. I got people on the bench too that are still good, but I needed a receiver, so I dropped the AP, picked up Darius Slayton. I'm starting him in this against the Eagles, and the Giants are playing at home, and they are my. I have a younger brother that lives in New Jersey, big Giants fan. My wife, she's a Giants fan because her grandfather was, her pop or whatever, peepaw, I don't know. But anyway, I'm reluctantly going with the Giants, but I'm not doing money line. I'm going to take that 3.5 points because I'm not certain of a victory. I do think it's gonna be close like that. Remember last time they played, Eagles beat them by 1 point. It's like 21-22, I think. I'm pretty sure. So that's why I'm taking the Giants plus 3.5. I still think they can get the overall right-out victory, but I'm not going to take that risk. I will. I'm going to say the score is going to be 21-20. 21-20. Is that? Let me see. 7 7's 14. 2 field goals. Yeah, that's good. 21-20. Eagles edge it out. But the Giants keep it within that plus 3.5. And that is under 44.5. So there you have it. To recap, time check. I've got Thursday night, I've got the Titans beating the Colts by a field goal, but it's going to stay under the 48. I got them, the Titans winning 24-21. Then I've got Jacksonville losing in Green Bay, but keeping it respectably close, keeping it within that plus 13 points. Yeah, I'm still nervous about that score, but I think I'm fairly confident it's going to stay under the 51.5. I got it 17-24, but the safe bet is Jaguars plus 13. Okay. Finally, I've got the New York Football Giants staying within that 3.5, potentially, possibly even beating them. That might, I might just take the Giants. I'm not gonna though. I'm not. I keep saying this. I get greedy though. Plus 155. I get greedy. And so I don't know that I still might make a play on the money line, but right now I got the Giants losing a tough match a tough game to the Eagles because we'll keep it like that for now. So there you have it. Gather your info, place those bets, and cash those tickets. That's my daughter's thing. It's her new thing. So I appreciate you dealing with me tonight. Please give me that thumbs up. Go ahead and feel free to comment support your team or whatever. That's what JT Dangerously says. It's like, oh, show some support for your team. I can't. My team's the Jets. How you gonna do? And then last week that game against, or Monday night against the Patriots, man, I don't even want to get into it. It's almost conspiracy theory-ish. How you gonna have 12 guys on the field against a extra or like a field goal attempt, therefore making it a first down? And there's so many weird, odd things that happened late in that game that was just fishy, kind of funny. So are they tanking? Were they too close to a victory? Do they, they already got probably like 4 draft picks in the first. Anyway, whatever. The Jets are on a bye this week, so I'm not gonna squawk about it. So there you have it. Good luck on these bets, and I'm gonna make another football video tomorrow and UFC video tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Hit the bell. Good luck on these bets. I'll see you next episode.